Hi, welcome to another Revenue Hub video series. Following the success of our AI series in the summer, please do check it out if you haven't seen them yet, we decided it would be great to get our expert partners' views once more. In the spirit of this time of year, we've asked them to predict what 2026 might have in store for the hotel industry. Now, through these videos, we are not inundating you with please subscribe and please like requests. You guys know what to do. But we would be interested to hear your thoughts on the predictions. Do you agree? Do you disagree? What are your predictions? Anyway, hope you enjoy it, and thanks again to our expert partners for taking part. Let's see what their predictions are. Hey, welcome to our 2026 Crystal Ball Predictions video series. Thank you so much. I know it is a crazy busy time as we're running to the end of the year. So I really appreciate you carving out a few moments to talk with us and to share with us what you think might be happening next year. But before we get into that, how are things for you? You well?
I'm well. Thank you for the invitation from 2025.
You are more than welcome, and great that you could join us.
I'm coming from the past.
This is like that Back to the Future or whatever, isn't it? Very good. Well, look, let's kick off. What do you think 2026 is going to bring us?
Okay, so I think that one of the most so I would say that the importance of profits, right?
Yep. Yeah.
But it's been a while, no? We try to predict this stuff for the next year. So I would say it's like a circle at the end. So some process that started years ago will move on this year. Others will be more complete, but also there are many things that we did not, let's say, predict last year. So from what now there are many. The main issue now for hoteliers in general is the labor crisis.
Yep.
At least for many locations, even in Italy.
Yep.
Seaside location, they have a shortage, no, of workers.
Yep.
In terms of hotels, but not all hotels, also restaurants. So there is this problem that started during the COVID crisis.
Yep.
We are still in this strange cap where it seems that there is a problem that we are not able to come across because it's like to cope with.
Yeah.
It depends from regulatories, from politicians. So it's something, it's above us. Probably it's due to the salary or the worker condition. I don't know, but it's still a problem from them, no? Because
it's a fair point. I mean, what are the people that typically going into hotels? What are they doing instead? I mean, I don't know, but you're right. Everywhere is
social media managers. They do. They go on TikTok.
No, yeah, they're all influencers.
No, yes, influencers.
But it is an interesting point, and the problem is then with the people have to adjust and try and pay more money. But to your point about profit, you start paying more money. Our rates across the board, people seem to have felt that the rates they can charge has maybe hit the ceiling at the moment. So that's not really going up very quickly, but your costs are going up, and a large percentage are your labor costs. And so your profit is being squeezed.
Yeah, exactly. So this is a problem that probably is affecting more the lower range of hotels, no?
Yep.
Which they usually have less, let's say, profits or less margin. Probably this is also affected the service that they provide, and can be a problem for this kind of hotels. So let's see what's going to happen this year, but I don't think that will be something new on this side.
So your prediction is that the staffing problem will continue in 2026.
Yes, 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 yes. Yeah,
Yeah, that's going to be an interesting challenge.
it's not like this problem, but still a problem from tourism, because tourism based on people, no?
Yeah.
People providing. We don't have people talking and be part of the tourist sector. It's hard to provide a good service to
Absolutely. And I mean, everyone's been talking about AI, but AI can only do so much, even if it delivers on everything the hype is saying it can deliver on. You still need people in there doing a job of some sort.
Yeah, yeah. So I still think we are at the very beginning of this thesis. Many companies are starting using AI, but not yet like a real process to rely on.
Yep.
It's more a spot. So the trials, the test, some tests. Because in the same way we said last time, so it's difficult now to understand how to bring on the in place, how to bring real life something very interesting in terms of AI that has a real impact on business. Now there are many tests, many new startups, many new ideas behind, but few of them are really working in the real business.
Yeah, it's interesting. That's been mentioned a couple of times in the conversations that similar conversations we've had like this, where a couple have wondered if 2026 could be a challenging year for the I can't think of an appropriate word, but for the belief around what AI can deliver. They were hypothesizing that there's been a lot of hype. Now need to see some real substantive outcomes from my use of AI.
Yeah, exactly, because it takes time. We're still missing some skills in this, because we were
Considera che
able to
WhatsApp
use
Business lo puoi fare anche col numero di telefono fisso.
the not charging AI as a ChatGPT, but bringing this
sì.
as a process in a company, building a new, let's say, paradigm around or a business around this is more complicated, because we miss in part the skills to do this.
Yes,
because
that's a fair point.
AI is recent. Not building something more complicated, more complex, requires probably different skills also in terms of data input, in terms of control, because you need to control what AI is doing, because at the basis AI is like a black box yet. No, you don't know what they do. You just give them input. You expect an output, but it's more or less like a human at the end. So you don't know the way, because the bias, all those things must be controlled. You cannot keep everything in and the AI cannot control everything now, because we don't know exactly the how it works in production from many cases. Because I'm not talking about with more cases like chat or not making a chat is obviously is something that AI works very well, because it's work. So. But for something more complex, we don't know. We don't have many new, let's say, implementations to look at. Probably this year will be, as you said, something new. Let's see.
Well, there we go. There's a prediction. We'll see. There may be something new coming. There's got to be an evolution or a progression of some sort, though. I feel I tend to agree with that. What else? Any other predictions that you have for us for next year? What else is in your mind?
So I see that there is a good trend about the environment. So the way we look at the environment, there are new regulations, there are new. People is more give more attention, no, to this topic. Also is important. Also, the new regulations coming from the EU. Will give more importance to this, not only in terms of marketing, but the footprint carbon, all those things must be provided with the certification. So I think will be more cost for hotels.
I was just going to say,
And
it's more work and more cost.
yeah, more cost for hotels, but it's something that they should adopt. It's a process they should adopt also to get some funding from because they require those certification now, no? To get a loan, you need to provide all those certifications, carbon, those things, and are very important. But obviously, since there is a cost, because you cannot change a business or put new things on a business without thinking that there will be no cost. So there is also additional cost compression from that side.
Yeah, poses a question. Does that create a scenario where current new development and future new development projects are going to have a distinct advantage over older properties?
Yeah. In the long term, it will be a competitive advantage for sure. But in the short and medium term, will be only cost for them.
And how do you think that? Do you think that would then affect demand? I mean, if people are starting to, if they have to comply, hotels then are going to suddenly have a greater cost to retrofit if they're having to comply with standards potentially. If they're not complying, I don't know what the implications are. I haven't had a chance to read through the regulations. I don't know whether they would not be allowed to operate, or they, will it be marketed that they aren't compliant? Will people then make choices based on, okay, they're not fulfilling environmental standards, and so we start to see a division, and that could potentially, whilst the objective is positive, and I agree with you, we need to be doing things like this. As with all of these things, once it comes down to a commercial reality, there is always people that will win and people that will lose.
Yeah, this is it's a very complicated scenario. So it would be much more important to be like act as a manager, no? More a manager than an entrepreneur. So it's important the cost efficiency, very detailed, has a very detailed process to because it will be not easy at all.
Yeah.
But technology can be helpful in this.
Yeah, I mean, it's there to provide some of the solutions.
I've read something very interesting last time. I don't remember well, to be honest. But what's the difference between buy a technology or implementing technology?
Right.
And it was the first time, no, I started to think it's right at the end. So if you buy technology, it means that you are pushed because all the vendors, obviously, I'm part of this. So we push in a certain way with marketing activities, with many different using different channels, no?
Yeah.
To adopt some technology. But if in the other side, they think just they're buying technology, not implementing technology. So they know how to use it. They don't know how to connect this technology with the other tech stack they have. So building a process, yet this term is very important. Not create a process around technology. There are no positive effect at the end. So there are less positive effect at the end. This is very important to be implementing technology instead of buying technology. Yeah, it's very important also the vision, no? To be teach in a certain way or explain how to transform a technology from a product you are buying to a process you are applying. This is quite important, but probably is underestimated. Yeah, but at the end of the story, so I think it's like a mirror, no? So if you look yourself at the mirror, you don't get any change. You don't catch any change day by day.
Yeah.
But so if you look at if we have to compare this year against 2024, for example, I don't see any change.
Right.
Or as much. But if we compare this like against 10 years ago, we see a huge difference. No,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
think
yeah.
I remember 10 years ago we don't have any. There was this was also making a request in terms of can be connected. Can we connect to your PMS to
Sì,
get the
io
data for
io
implementing an
consiglierei comunque
RMS?
di
Was
mettere
like,
un'offerta
oh, it's the
minima
first
o
time. What we have to do. So it was
quello che
very
volete, che comunque
many
rimane sempre
hotels was
fissa.
not very open to
Poi,
this.
se
Also,
vi serve un lineamento superiore,
technology company.
un'offerta
Even the
fatta
API
per
was a new concept
Yeah.
at the time. So
Yeah. I'm conscious of your time. We covered off the the bit about the staffing, bit about the profit, bit about the AI, which is always going to be coming in. So we probably touched on most of the core things, but also I think, as you say, with the environmental piece as well, that I see as being a big challenge. And also there's a lot that's going on in Europe at the moment with the environment, but also with things like the DMA. With the Digital Marketing Act and how much that is impacting, that's going to be an influence on how that could be changing direct traffic to hotels, how AI and Chat GPT and how that is recommending how people are using that for that inspiration phase of their holidays. And with their tie-up with the OTAs, how are they going to be presenting hotels that you can then go through and book, but that's pushing it through OTAs rather than presenting you the direct properties as Google has historically. So, there's going to be a lot of challenges coming to the hotels next year. But
the thing is that we have so who builds this technology, who uses this technology, right?
Mm-hmm.
But using a technology is different because your habits. It means you probably when you book an hotel, you go now on ChatGPT, blah 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 to see, but at the end you go back to see on your eyes what's happening. No, you don't trust 100% to AI because
maybe that's you and me. Maybe that's our kind of because we're ingrained that way. I mean, I look at my children. They don't they don't go to Google to do anything
exactly.
like that. It's like it's.
But it's not a prediction for next year. It's for the next years.
Yeah. 2027. We'll come back at the end of 26. We'll save that one for 27.
If God wants, we see. We talk.
We're already ahead
in the next 20 years about this. You remember?
Yeah, I think this is going to be a recurring theme for a few years, certainly. Oh dear. There's going to be a lot of discussion about that. Brilliant. Look, I'm conscious of your time. Always great to talk with you. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
Bye. Thank you, Trevor.
You take care. Bye. Thank you for watching, and I hope you found the predictions discussion interesting. If you'd like to see any of our videos from our Summer AI series, here is a link to that playlist. And if you've missed any of the other prediction videos, here is a link to that playlist. And finally, can I genuinely just thank you all for watching or listening to our content? It really is appreciated, and we look forward to bringing you more in 2026. Thanks so much. Take care.